If I had to boil down modern jazz trombone into one figure, it has to be J.J. Johnson. As my teacher Steve Teray said, J.J. Johnson did for the trombone what Charlie Parker did for the saxophone. So what is Legacy? Well, Legacy is an album project, but it's more than that. Legacy is a project to bring J.J. Johnson's music back to the forefront after so many years of kind of lying dormant. January 22nd, 2024 is J.J. Johnson's 100th anniversary. I wanted to take that chance to celebrate him and his music. Legacy is a project that's going to last all of 2024 and deal with all different sorts of music that J.J. Was involved in, from his small group playing in the bebop era to his big band writing, third stream writing, to trombone ensemble and large brass ensemble. We're going to cover the gamut in this year. So the idea for Legacy came many years ago. I've been so dedicated to recording my original music that sometimes missed out on the opportunity to share a lot of the music of the people that I grew up listening to, and I wanted to do that. A few years ago, I realized that JJ's 100th anniversary was coming up, and I made a mental note that I wanted to do something about that. So who is Legacy? Legacy is a project I dreamt up with producer Ryan Truesdell and celebrates, of course, the music of J.J. Johnson and his amazing creative output, along with musicians who played with him during his lifetime, mostly towards the end of his life and when he kind of came back during the 80s and 90s. And that's the amazing Louis Nash on drums, the wonderful RENEE ROSNES at the piano, and of course the outstanding Rufus REID at the bass. And JJ was a major influence on their careers. J.J. Johnson is an iconic figure in jazz because he spans the history and he played an unpopular instrument and made it popular. He didn't just play the trombone and kind of play it in a slidey, kind of messy way. He decided to take the highest level of musicianship and apply it to the trombone and be able to improvise with that musicianship. So it's beyond just playing the trombone, it's improvising on the trombone with that high level. He's an iconic figure because nobody has really matched his level of technical mastery, sound, articulation, and just overall concept. And putting them all into one package and presenting them in a way that is not only effective, but extremely effective, and people like it. We recorded out at the famous Rudy Van Gelder studio in New Jersey, just outside of New York, where so many iconic jazz recordings were made, including many of JJ's recordings. Don Sickler, who's been running the studio along with his wife Maureen, even brought out a picture and a chair. And I said, a picture and a chair, what is this? And of course he opened a photo book from a session with JJ sitting in the chair, sitting in the room, just warming up. And it was just like, wow, man, that's crazy. For trombone players, J.J. Johnson is our hero. He was the one that popularized the trombone in the bebop era. He was the one that set the standard. There's a lot of players that would not exist today if J.J. had not set the bar. But not only was J.J. an amazing improviser and trombonist, he was also a studied musician who could write music, arrange music, and always had a deep and detailed relationship with orchestration, with arranging, with composing, and doing that for all different ensembles. He wrote music for Sarah Vaughan, he wrote music for Dizzy Gillespie, he wrote music for Hollywood, not just jazz trombone. Some of my favorite moments from this session were getting to chat with RENEE and Rufus and Louis about their time with JJ. Like, what was he like? How did he interact? How did he lead the band? How did he announce from the stage?
And here's a tune written by jazz legend Kenny Dorham, Blue Bossa.
How did he bring his music to life? How much direction did he give? How much did he let the musicians kind of point the music in a new direction? It was fascinating, and to hear so many of those stories was just amazing. I really think his music is a little underrepresented. People know a couple tunes. They know Lament, maybe they know a few other tunes, maybe they know some of the big band tunes like Say When or Shortcake, but there's a whole world of music from JJ, and I encourage you to take a deeper look, and that's what this project is about. It's about shining a light over the whole year of 2024 on JJ and all of his creative output. I think one of the most surreal experiences of the whole thing was, hearing the trio playing, and then it was my turn to play, and hearing my sound with them, and when I'm so used to hearing JJ's, it was just a surreal experience to get to play with the same musicians that brought JJ's music to life, but JJ just shaped my musical reality so much, and so it really just made me really appreciate the opportunity to make music with these musicians. Sometimes I think that the world of jazz takes J.J. Johnson for granted. They think, oh, he's a trombone player, and yeah, we know who he is, but people really don't delve into how deep of a relationship he had with the music and how deep of an impact he made for the trombone and for trombonists into the future. He played with everyone from Miles Davis and Sonny Rollins, and he subbed in the Basie band. He did everything. He played with so many people, and he set the bar so high. And a lot of times my students, they think, oh, I've dealt with J.J. Johnson. I know a few of his records, but like his creative output is massive, and his ability to communicate clearly on the trombone is second to none. And the full album drops on April 5th, along with a plethora of tour dates and educational residencies all through the first half of 2024, and then we'll be booking more into the summer and fall of 2024 to continue to celebrate JJ and his legacy. Legacy is about more than just paying homage. It's about celebrating the music of an amazing trombonist, composer, and musician that transformed the world of jazz trombone and transformed the world of music. And I can't wait for you to hear it. Legacy, out April 5th, 2024.